Well, at the moment, the law is that a typical baby can be aborted up to 24 weeks, and then a baby with Down syndrome can be aborted up to full term. And as someone with Down syndrome, I find it deeply offensive, and it makes me really upset and cry.
And Liz, this is what Heidi is saying is affecting babies in terms of these unborn babies face discrimination, according to Heidi and those backing this change in the law. And is that what you think? Do you believe unborn babies who face being born with non-fatal disabilities, that they are being discriminated against?
Definitely, because the abortion time limit is 24 weeks for a typical baby and up to birth with Down syndrome. The other lady who's doing the campaign with Heidi was offered an abortion at 38 weeks. Another lady recently was told she could abort right up until the baby was coming down the birth canal. That is just downright, as Heidi says, it's downright discrimination.
It is discrimination, you argue. Some would also argue that what about the rights of the women, the rights for women to have that choice?
Well, that really isn't the issue that we're here for today. It is about the discrimination. And I'd just like to say that actually, you know, bringing up a child with Down syndrome is it's challenging and hard work, but my other 3 children are challenging and hard work as well. That is parenting.
So what difficulties have you faced in terms of trying to change the law here?
So we've only just started now. The main thing now is to get enough money in the Crowd Justice Fund so that we can actually go further with the legal team that we've got.
How did you find out that Heidi was going to be born with Down syndrome?
So when I was pregnant with Heidi 24 years ago, you only had a 12-week blood test and a scan at 20 weeks. I refused the blood test because I knew that I wouldn't terminate my pregnancies. I refused it with all my 4 children. About 2 weeks before she was born, I had a dream that I was going to have a child with Down syndrome. And yes, that was really scary, and because everything's unknown and you don't know what you're going to face. When Heidi was born, I could see straight away that she had Down syndrome. We, very thankfully, had amazing midwives and doctors who treated us with respect, treated Heidi with respect. Yes, we really struggled with the news, but very soon we realised that Heidi was actually just a baby that we needed to love and care for. We brought her up exactly the same way as we have her siblings, and after herself, her siblings are her best advocates.
Do you think maybe changes needs to be made in the healthcare profession, in the healthcare world, in terms of having those conversations and informing people about having an unborn baby is going to be born with Down syndrome?
Yeah, absolutely, completely. At the moment, often when you have the blood test, it comes back maybe as a high chance for having Down syndrome. And quite often parents are phoned up and told, I've got bad news for you. Your baby has a high chance of having Down syndrome. People are then offered an amniocentesis straight away. Often they're pressured into that. Sometimes they say they don't want it, but people keep asking them. Often when the result of the amniocentesis comes in, people are phoned up and told, I've got bad news for you. Your baby has Down syndrome. I have booked the termination for Friday, 2 or 3 days' time. I've heard that on so many occasions that has been told. And people have said, I would like to think about it before I have the before I have the abortion. I would like to prepare myself. I would like to find out about Down syndrome. That's fantastic. Find out about it. Find out what it will mean for you and your family. Join online support groups. Meet people with Down syndrome.
And Heidi, I understand you've got some exciting plans. What's your plans for the future?
Well, you may see this little ring on my finger.
I've seen the ring.
Which means that I'm engaged.
Who put the ring on your finger?
There was a man called James Carter, and he also has Down syndrome. And we were friends first, and then he asked me out on the 25th of 2017.
We interview flowers. What else?
With flowers and chocolates. And me and the gentleman that is, because I'm celiac, he even checked the ingredients.
Well, Heidi, congratulations.
Thank
Heidi
you.
and Liz
We're going to be in
Crawford.
18 weeks and 5 days.
Oh,
Till I'll become obsessive face.
it sounds amazing, Heidi. Congratulations, Heidi
Thank
and Liz
you.
Crawford. Good talking to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.